Let me go back a little bit in history before we come to where we are today. Since the Africa Cup of Nations started, we have had various right owners until very recently, or at the beginning of the decade, the 2000s, that we had LC2, which is a company based in the Republic of Benin, the neighboring Republic of Benin here, led by Mr. Laide, Christian, together with Sport 5, based in Paris, and what is generally accepted in the market, or is known to everybody in the market, has been some highly placed persons within CAF being having equitable interest in that whole organization, and they have been monopolizing the issue of rights of the Africa Cup of Nations. What they have done is that without any clear-cut, well-defined basis, they have continuously charged countries broadcast rights of the event, even though all African nations that are participating as first-hand interest groups ought to be able to watch these matches. Nigeria has continuously played the role of the big brother to all the other African countries. The largest sum of almost about 80-90% of what is paid as rights is being charged to Nigeria, and very arbitrarily, on the grounds of the fact that Nigeria can absorb and can pay whatever amount. It is the largest African country, and we have, in this so-called pride, protecting the Nigerian pride, we have continuously succumbed to the blackmail of this small clique of persons, cartel, developed, just dropping the figures. I will state clearly that in the early years, TV Africa had these rights, and TV Africa worked out a relationship with the broadcasters in the sub-region to the effect that, well, they were going to pay the right fees to CAF, and then they have some windows for the broadcasters to market in their local territories and go ahead. But since SC2 took over this thing, we started off with a rate fee of almost about $200 million, $2 million as broadcast rights within Nigeria. That, as today, increased. Their asking price in 2013 was about $14.5 million. From that $14.5 million, Bond said, well, this is quite outrageous. South Africa, that has a gross domestic product per capita of almost about $11,500, is paying only $2 million. Ghana, with $3,500 GDP per capita, is paying about $500,000. Nigeria, with a GDP of something like about $2,500, is asked to pay the total cost of the competition, which is something about $15 million. Now, the cost of the competition, in actual fact, according to the right holder, whoever wins the cup will go off with $2 million plus all the other charges, so you have something like about $6 million as the total cost. So why should Nigeria be paying for everybody, and then this clique of persons who say that they are the right owners will skim away with another $6-8 million?